Alright guys and dolls, welcome back to Lucore Automotive Services. Tonight, I came back down to work. I was here earlier, finished up the 68 Camaro headlights. And I had to skedaddle because my daughter had a track meet. So I went over there to that, and went home, did a couple things, and now I'm back at the shop because I want to see this thing move forward. Actually, I want to see two of these things move forward. This is a parts car we picked up out of Tennessee. It is a 1979 AMC AMX. And it has a bunch of good bits in it. And it has a S10 T5, which actually puts the shifter position in a completely wrong position for this car. But I want that transmission for my 65 C10. So, all that aside, should be pretty interesting. Let's see if this trans is any good, see if the engine's any good, see if this body is worth saving. Get this thing racked up and get started. It's such a small car. It's tiny. I'm probably not going to fit in it. Is just like in that 68 Camaro. I don't fit in the 68 Camaro. Although none of these have a headliner in them, so when I'm driving around in that 68 Camaro, my head's like bouncing against the headliner. It's pretty ridiculous, really. So this car was sold to me as a rust-free car. So I asked him, I'm like, hey, why's it got gold doors, fenders, and hood on? He said, well, they were rusty. Okay, but it's a rust-free car? We'll see. The front frame rails look good, actually. I did check that over. So this one hasn't been hammered in the right front like Austin's has been. And honestly, even the floorboards up here in the front look really good. So I'm going to throw it up in the air. We'll take a look at it from the bottom and see if it's worth stripping down and maybe making it great again. I don't know. Let's take a look. Well, I'm not going to lie. This body is in really good condition as far as 79 AMXs go, AMC Spirits go. Rockers are solid, floors are solid. It's got a little soft spot over here, but in comparison to Austin's car, this tub is amazing. So I see something good happening with this body. I'm not sure what that is yet. Well, let's pull this tranny out of here and then we'll pull the engine out the top because that's really what I bought this car for. Wow. We'll have to pop the diff open and see if it actually has a posi in it. If it does, it's worn out. Toe boards are amazing. It actually looks like this was a power window car too. So, got my rear sway bar. It has my front big sway bar, which is one of the things that these cars come with. I think the Spirit GT comes with those too. Hey, it's got a brand new tranny mount on it. That's like $20. Some solid motor mounts. That would be absolutely horrible in this car. Solid motor mounts. I suppose if you're gonna race car it though. Yeah, they ended up cutting the floor out. I'll show that to you before I pull the trans out. They cut the floor out of this thing, and it's like you would shift your knuckles into the dashboard because this is a forward control for the shifter location. The Mustang shifter or possibly the F-body shifter would probably put your shifter right in the perfect place on this car. I think it's the Mustang one. I don't remember. I don't know enough about these old things to know that. These floors are awesome. That's good news. Now let me get this tranny out of here. That shouldn't be too hard. So this thing has the small bell housing, which is actually the identical bell housing to what I have on my truck, and you run the small, the really small flywheel with that, and it makes for super fast revving at 350 because the small flywheel just weighs hardly anything compared to the big ones that they used in the 70s. I'll show that to you when I get it out. Let me get moving on this. I'm gonna rip this tranny out of here real quick, and then we'll pull the engine out. We'll identify the engine, see what it is. Exciting! I got some good parts. I think the fuel tank's in the car. But again, like, awesome sauce, man. Had some true dual exhaust on her. Heck yeah. The inner wheel wells, the trunk extensions. This thing was definitely Z-barted. Trunk floor, and all the metal on it looks really good. That's a rare find in and of itself. This thing's in better shape than our Capri. Fancy. Alright, let's pop out our 4 bolts. This bell housing looks like it's a brand new unit. It's like the dude paid like real money for that one and didn't just scrounge one up in the junkyard. Those are pretty big. Probably 3/4. Oh, slippery. Extension. Fail. Need more gun. Good Lord. How tight are you? That's not gonna work. That was easy enough. Oh. Oh. That was silly. It's like brand new. It's got fresh machining on it. It wasn't sandblasted. It's like brand new. Hey, I dig it. Brand new flywheel, lightweight. It's gonna need resurfaced. It's a 2-piece rear main steel block. Thanks, guys. What's going on, dude?
Rich.
Yeah.
That's who's in here late.
Well, you know.
You still working on stuff?
Always working on stuff, brother. Holy lightness. Oh. That's not good. That's bad. You shouldn't have that much end play in your crankshaft. Timing chain's worn out too. So I would say that motor's garbage, or at least a candidate for rebuild. It does have Vortec heads on it, so those are actually usually decent. Let's get that thing out of here. And let's get this exhaust off of here, which doesn't look too hard to do. We'll just cut those off. So that's a customer. I haven't seen him in, I don't know, it's been a while. I'll have to look at his history and see the last time he was here. But he said he stopped coming here because we put a 4-inch exhaust on his truck and it didn't hang right, so he stopped coming here. And I'm like, if you had a problem, all you had to do was say, hey Rich, can we get this fixed? And I just said, yeah, let me take care of it and make sure that you're happy with it. Hey, we make mistakes, everybody does. Just communicate with your shop if you have a problem so that they can address the situation. So he ended up taking his truck somewhere else to have an oil pan done on it. And he said he took it to this guy and the guy did an oil pan on it and he got it back and it didn't run right. So he took it back to the guy and the guy said he fixed it and he got it back and it still doesn't run right. So now he brought it to me to figure out what this guy did wrong so that he can send the truck back to that guy so that he can make it run right. And I'm like, oh, that's a strange series of events. Whatever, we'll look at the truck, we'll tell him what's wrong with it. He'll either pay us to fix it or he'll send it back to the other dude. I don't know. Whatever. I'll just go ahead and throw those right in the scrap trailer. Hey, look at all this room I have in here. Alright, I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty happy with this this body. I think we're gonna dump everything out of Austin's car and put it into this one. Because that would be leaps and bounds ahead from where his is currently. All right. Well, I know this motor's not great, so I'm going to go ahead and zip the valve covers off and the intake off and take the Dizzy out because I know the engine needs a rebuild because crankshaft end plate is way too much. I don't know why you would put a carb adapter on that. Oh, it's quadrajet. It's a quadrajet style intake. Huh. Interesting. Oh, that is totally the wrong fitment for this car. I would totally do a small distributor on that instead of a big honkin' HEI. But I like the small distributors better anyway. Not that the HEIs don't have the place. They are a wonderful distributor. But it just doesn't fit well in this combination. Because it's not serviceable. There we go. Got it. Got it. Well, that's an old distributor. It's been around a day or two. Oh, that's probably easier to see. Hey, you'll come out of there. Oh, it's so clean. It's got brand new push rods in it. Good Felpro gasket. Wow. Boy, somebody would have been bummed if they'd have fired this up and a crankshaft came out of it because they didn't put it together correctly. Oh, I got a number. I'll be able to see what this thing is. Maybe. PC 22007. Hey, this is a James Bond intake. Look at that. What other treasures are we going to find in this motor? Looks like he's got brand new push rods. Let's pull the valve covers off just for giggles. Oh, fail. Oh, nothing fancy. Wheel. Let's pop this puppy out of there. I didn't see that before. This whole area in here has a weld repair in it. That's interesting. I'm sure that's commonplace for problems in these. Looks like they did a decent job with it. I don't think it's anything to worry about. Oh. Well, I'll have to pull the heads off, take a look at the valve sizes. This is a GM 5.0 block, so it's a 5-liter, two-piece rear main steel block, so it's an older engine block that would not have come with Vortec heads on it. So it's newer heads on an older block. And the crankshaft end play on this thing's horrendous. So I'm going to say the block's probably garbage. Especially being a 5-liter block. That's really nothing I want to do anything with. So I'll zip the heads off this, check the valve sizes. If it's usable cylinder heads, then I'll save them. Otherwise, they'll go in the scrap bin as well. It does have brand new push rods on it, which is weird. It doesn't look to have a new cam in it. The lifters all look old. So why they would put new push rods in it, I have no idea. But hey, I don't try to figure out why people do stuff. So, I guess with that, hey, let's zip a spark plug out and see if the plugs have ever been fired. Those plugs are foul. Yeah, those are garbage. That one wasn't even tight. Neither was that one. Although those two wires were off. I wonder if this thing was running at one time. Well, obviously it was. That was a dumb statement. So anyway, I'll pop the heads off in the morning. I'm going to go home because it's late and I have to get some sleep so I can come here and work all day tomorrow and earn revenue. Well, that's our teardown and initial inspection of the 79 AMX number 2. Pretty promising. Got a lot of good parts in this car. I'm going to roll it out in the morning, pop these heads off, and throw it in a scrap bin. And then we'll move forward. There we are. Tell us what you think about this little body. It's in pretty good shape, I think. Lots of good AMX specific parts. Center console, those are really hard to come by for these with the gauge pods. So, you know, a lot of little bits. Pretty happy with it. Transmission feels great. I roll it over and it feels amazing. The flywheel's brand new, but it's going to need resurface because it's all rusted. It's a super light, like early 60s 327 externally balanced Corvette small bell housing flywheel. Super light. They make these things rev really quick when they're on small block Chevys. The transmission rolls over nice and clean. There's no looseness in it, so I think I got lucky on the T5. So that's exciting. That'll move my 65 shop truck into having an overdrive, which is, I'm really looking forward to that. I'm not gonna lie. At any rate, click like, subscribe. Thanks for coming along for the ride on some of the cars we work on. You guys stay safe out there. We'll see you on the next one. Have a good one.